history was made.
Didn't they ask if he was the greatest drummer in the world, and Paul McCartney said he's not even the greatest drummer in this band?
That kind of puts you in your place, wouldn't it?
Oh, well.
How about that? It is 7:53 right now, and time now to introduce you to a foursome that really made some waves at the Iowa State Fair, Jackie.
As we've been saying, very honored to be the media sponsor of the Bill and Ann Riley stage that you can see over at the Iowa State Fairgrounds. Great free entertainment all day long, and we have a group in with us this morning that has been rocking that stage the last couple of nights at the Iowa State Fair. So we want to welcome this morning the Redhead Express. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Why don't you introduce yourself to everybody so we don't mess the names up?
My name is Kendra.
I'm Lorraine,
Alisa.
and Megan.
Now, when we were talking about you during the day at the fair, we said Redhead Express, and people definitely just got excited that you were there and having a lot of fun. But tell us a little bit about your story and what you're doing here at the fair, and a little bit about your music.
We're all sisters, so we grew up together. We started playing as a band back in 2007 or so in Alaska, where we were raised, and took off on the road Thanksgiving of that year just to really delve into the music. Spent a lot of time in Virginia and the Carolinas learning the roots music of America, and eventually moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and just have been touring as much as we can and really working on writing and creating our own sound.
Now, people talk about how you're just a great, wholesome group that they love listening to. What do you guys enjoy doing when you're on the stage?
They never say that about us.
I know,
anyway,
they
what
don't.
do you guys enjoy doing?
And we're not as good looking either. But
No.
what's your favorite part of being on the stage and touring across the country?
I love the whole experience of getting to see the country and to meet so many different people, and just that whole, learning and growing and seeing so much is
I think it's
amazing
just
for me.
It's just fun to be able to do what we love with the people that we love, and I mean, traveling has its ups and downs sometimes, but we really love music, love getting to express ourselves and share that with people, and music's just a really, really cool way to communicate with so many different kinds of people.
Well, tell little people about your music. So you're from Alaska. People might not realize what comes from music-wise.
This is actual footage of Alaska.
People might not realize that the foundation of music that happens in Alaska, but now bringing it down to the lower 48 and Nashville and across the country. What's your guys' music like?
It's funny that you mentioned that. Alaska is really interesting because it's so far removed from everything else that it's kind of this conglomeration of everything. And so there's a little bit of bluegrass, there's a little bit of folk music, there's
Irish,
there's some of that
whatever
that
can
native
make its
kind of
way up
sounding
there.
music. So we kind of got that mix of everything. We started in bluegrass music. There was a jam session, a bluegrass jam session we got invited to that really kind of embraced us and taught us how to play and sing, and just branched out from there. But our influences: Dixie Chicks, Alison Krauss, Eva Cassidy, Mumford & Sons. So it's kind of this country with an acoustic flair.
Well, Lorraine, what's been your favorite part about playing at the Iowa State Fair?
My favorite part was the audience interaction. That's what I absolutely love, being on stage. I love seeing the kids dancing in the audience. I love hearing people cheer. It's an adrenaline rush.
Now,
Absolutely
Lisa,
love
you
it.
said that you guys have been touring, but apparently you guys have been touring at an insane rate. Past 6 or 7 years, you've done a bunch of shows. How many shows do you guys estimate you've done?
We've been traveling for 8 years.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere around 2,000.
2,000 probably,
Something.
yes.
2,000 shows.
Wow.
We moved to Branson for about 2 years, and we were doing shows every day for like every season.
And we were probably doing 300 shows a year for the first 2 or 3 years, and and we've tapered off to about 150 or a little more than that.
Hard-working ladies
I remember,
with a great sound.
and you mentioned the Dixie Chicks, but I remember working at the fair for a local radio station, and it would have been 1996 or 7. And on one of the small, free local TV station stages was the little band called the Dixie Chicks, and they've done okay since then. And, and I hope that you see a similar amount of success after playing at the fair.
Thank you.
Well, if we missed you at the fair, I know you guys have been playing some great shows the last couple of days. Where are you going next, and when might we see you back in town?
We're going to Indiana next, and then actually up to Alaska. We're doing a fair up there. But keep an eye out on our website or Facebook. We've got tour schedule up there, and we will be back in Iowa.
There you go, redheadexpress.com for more details. So the big question, have you tried anything fried on a stick while you're out at the fair?
We tried pizza. Pizza. We did pizza.
That's just as
Not
good, right?
this fair, but
They
I
have
have
deep
tried.
fried pizza at the Iowa State Fair? I didn't know that.
That's a great idea.
There's enough grease, so it could be.
We always
Wonderful.
have to try something different. Well, thank you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies,
we know
so
your,
much.
Your time here is done performance-wise, but we thank you so much for coming in. You didn't have to do this, but we really appreciate it.
Thanks for
Thank you so
having
much.
us.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Great group. Hopefully you can check them out, and they'll be back soon. Remember, you can see lots of great entertainment on the Ann and Bill Riley stage, as we are the media sponsor of that stage, and great entertainment every single day at the Iowa State Fair.
All right, it's 1 minute before 8 o'clock. We'll be back. You're watching Great Day Live on KCWI.
Fields of fire we